to Ozarks Live. Thank you for joining us. The sun is out.
The sun is out. It's a nice day today.
Yeah, that was nice. And
still cold. Cold, too cold, but sun helps.
Yeah, and we got to go to a casino today.
We did. Would you believe we've already been over to Buffalo Run Casino this morning?
Yeah, I won big. What do I do at a Buffalo now? I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't know. What do you do with a buffalo? No, it was really fun. We went over there, and we're going to show you that in the coming days. They have a chef over there who's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Chef Chris.
Yep, Chef Chris. We went in the kitchen with the chef over there, and he cooked some fabulous food. Oh, my goodness. And they have a lovely restaurant. Everything about it was really fun. And, you know, I had not been there until today.
Yeah,
this was my first trip.
We done a weather tour there a little while back.
I have not personally been there until today, and it was really quite nice, yeah.
It was. As a matter of fact, the food that we got to sample, it's like good enough to make the drive just to have some of this food. It was really good.
I'll tell you what, I am not much of a gambler. I don't have a problem with casinos. I'm just not, you know, I'm just not much of a player of any of those table games or anything like that. And slots are okay, but not my thing. The food is my thing. You know, I wouldn't mind making the drive over there and spend a night or something and hang out and have some, oh man, it was good. But we'll show you that, coming up in the next few days. But they got a lot of stuff coming up for the holidays that you might not really anticipate. So that was cool, yeah.
Well, but I'm like you, I'm not much of I only go to be able to go 7, come 11. I yell that a lot.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, but they asked me to leave.
They started to say they throw you out. They'd throw me out. I wouldn't know what I was yelling or who I was yelling at. But it was a fun time for sure. Okay, we have a great show for you today.
That's right. Live music and plans for your next getaway.
That's right. But first, we're going to tell you what is on our radar. Okay, we are all familiar with the Keurig coffee maker. You know, you take the little pods and you make your individual cup. All right, something new is debuting right here in the Show Me State. It has to do with the Keurig.
Okay.
It's Keurig and Anheuser-Busch have come up with something called DrinkWorks.
Really?
Yeah, it's like coffee pods, but for pre-mixed cocktails and beer.
Oh.
Yeah, the DrinkWorks home bar takes single pod servings, turns them into cocktails. Sounds like something we would see at the National Restaurant Show, doesn't it? And we saw machines that do this. Now, this thing will launch with 15 drinks, including a Moscow Mule, a margarita, mojito, and Long Island iced tea, all out of that little pod.
These are good.
Each pod, there's one of them, looks like the Cosmopolitan, has a barcode that will determine the appropriate temperature and carbonation. According to The Verge, a Moscow Mule will take about 50 seconds to make. The margarita, half that amount of time if you're in a hurry. You can choose the size from 3.9 ounces to about 8 ounces, just like you can, you know, for a cup of coffee. So I guess that makes a difference in how strong it is, how much water is in it or something, I don't know. So you fill the machine with water and you purchase a CO2 tank to go with it.
Okay.
The DrinkWorks will cost $299. Cocktail pods cost about $3.99 each. Again, this is launching in St. Louis at select retailers on November the 19th. You don't look completely sold on that, nor am I.
No.
The novelty of it is interesting. Apparently there's an app that you can hit go and it will make something, but you still have to go take the pot out and you still have to switch the glass out.
And you have to have the, no, I don't get it actually.
Yeah, it's all in the pod.
I'm trying to think of how much drinks would cost if I just made them myself versus the $400 in the CO2 tank and everything.
It's the novelty of it, but you can get a beer out of a pod, which just seems so wrong to me.
You can get a beer out of a bottle too.
Yes, you can, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. So I don't know why we're bothering, but okay, you know, if we run across one, maybe we'll try it here on the show.
All right.
You know, interesting concept, but how do you, I don't know. You gotta have the right glass for these things.
It's a
gadget. It's a gadget. But you know, maybe they'll make a go of it and make a fortune. We'll see.
This one, it fits right in with Travel Tuesday.
Good,
all right?
I like that.
For all of you who like to vacation in the warm, sunny weather of Florida, here's a little something you might keep in mind. They have big snakes there. No kidding, whoppers.
It's ruined it for me.
Yeah, case in point, a trapper has captured a record-setting 17-foot, 5-inch, 120-pound female Burmese python on district lands in Miami-Dade County.
No.
Yes. It's part of a program to rid the Everglades of the invasive species which have no natural predators in the Everglades. So far, hunters have caught 1,875 snakes. Yeah, which says to me there are probably more. So if you're heading down Florida way, yeah, check to make sure that your itinerary steers clear of Snakeville, USA. That's the way I feel about
Florida was fun while it lasted.
that. It was a
I think I'm
17-foot
done.
python.
You know, I don't. They sent people out hunting after those things because several years ago, after one of the storms, they had them just all running amok all over Florida.
Yes. Well, they don't run
And,
really. They kind of slither.
They run amok. They
They're
do.
slithery,
And they're nasty. And people
spooky,
find
and-
those big, long alligators on the golf course and stuff.
I almost backed into one, I know.
I
on a
heard
golf
that story.
course. Yeah, that's kind of fun. The ball is still laying on the green as far as I know.
Kind of fun.
And that's been a few years ago. Yeah, but you know, the only thing worse than seeing a python is a python with a big lump in the middle and your dog is missing. You know,
Which can happen. And
yes,
has
they
happened.
do. Yeah. So they're trying to get rid of them, but over 1,800 have been caught. And
I'll go to
again,
Florida.
Oh, I will too.
I'm going to stay right on that beach.
Oh,
can
but
see.
don't get the snake, the beach pythons that they
Oh,
have.
stop. The sharks, you mean? Oh, they don't bother me too bad. They're real, though. Okay, here's the eternal question that humanity can never agree on. All right, is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Okay, he says no, I say no. All right, earlier this month, Oscar Mayer declared that hot dogs are officially sandwiches. Like it or don't, the internet flipped out. Okay, so much so that Oscar Mayer opened a hotline for fans to weigh in, even to change the company's mind. Okay, hashtag change Oscar's mind. All this went down on National Sandwich Day, but the controversy goes on 365 days a year. If you go back and read various hashtags for the change Oscar's mind, it's pretty hysterical. Okay, one person said a hot dog is always called a hot dog, not a hot sandwich.
Right.
So there you go. That's one good argument. Another said there would be no hot dog bun. Why do you make a hot dog bun?
Yeah.
So I think it's case closed. That's the way. Solid arguments here, people. Let's not go any further with this. But just to make its point, Oscar Mayer apparently changed the name of the Wienermobile to the Sandwichmobile. So it was a fun marketing campaign. But it did not inspire the American public to agree on anything, which is kind of how it is nowadays. We can't agree on anything. But no, a hot dog is a hot dog is a hot dog. But
Right.
is a sandwich a piece of meat between two pieces of bread?
Has to be 2 pieces of bread because a hamburger is not a sandwich, it's a hamburger.
Yes, but if it's a piece of meat between two pieces of bread, logic would say
Cut the hot dog up and
it's a
put
sandwich. But
Wait, yeah.
it's not. It's just not. I'm sorry.
No, a hot dog is not, a kielbasa is not, just because you put it in a roll, it's not a sandwich.
If you cut the hot dog or if you put it on 2 pieces of bread, is it a sandwich now?
The Earl of Sandwich took bread, cut it up, put meat between it, ate it, and that's how the sandwich got its name.
It's not what I
didn't
asked.
have a roll. He didn't have a roll. He didn't have a hot dog. If you cut it up and put it between 2 pieces of bread, I would say, okay, this is a hot dog sandwich. But just the hot dog and the bun is not a hot dog sandwich. It's a hot dog.
Well, you don't even like hot dogs. What do you know?
Not at
about?
all, because I don't want it to be elevated into the sandwich ranks.
That's what people said, but some people said a hot dog is way more evolved than a sandwich. Other people said, no, the sandwich is way
What?
more. I don't get it either. It's fine, it's a hot dog or it's a sandwich. What was that? Shelby
Is
just asked me a
cereal
question.
soup?
Is cereal soup?
It is if it's warm.
Because it's in a bowl
And it
with a
has
spoon?
carrots, and I guess.
Put little carrots in your Cheerios.
Hot dog
No.
is not a sandwich.
Please no. Oh, golly. All right, coming up, our 1 million cups business spotlight of the week is here to regulate the vibe. We're going to tell you what that means here in just a second.
Yeah, don't go away. Ozarks Live is just getting started.
And a hot dog's a hot dog.